Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Kick. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. He's going to field this at the 2. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two. Short of it, he's out along the 24-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10.
Yellow, yellow.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. Buying some time right. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
They pitch it to him. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Eric Armstead there on the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive run, you really break the backs of a defense.
Pistol now for Mahomes. This one falls incomplete. We talked about it earlier. Brought a losing streak into the building with him. That is not a good start towards breaking that streak as they go 3 and out.
No, you want to bust that narrative, and the best way to do that is to start fast, and, well, once again, they're not.
Hey, Ripley, Ripley. 15. 15. Hey, Ripley.
They'll go. It's Mahomes. It's complete. Here's Thornton. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. What a time to rip off that type of game, huh? Gets him a first on 4th down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Play action, Mahomes. Buying some time left. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
Yellow. White.
They give to Hunt. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a bip run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
Just keep on continuing the evolution of the wide receivers as runners. You know, that used to just be a gadget play, Kate. But then you see it more and more between the 20s, and now we're seeing it even in the red zone. Get your playmakers the ball.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on third down.
15. Come back.
Here he goes, third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash.
A 36-yard attempt.
This is no good. A surprising miss as he cracks it off the left upright. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Here we go. 18.
On second down, it's Etienne. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. Third and short.
Etienne on third down. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down.
I love that call on third down because it just gives you options. The best third down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got second down. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so now it's going to be third and long.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. And he brings this one in, but does so out of bounds. That load just took him too close to the boundary. We've got fourth down. So they couldn't throw for it on third down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Here we go. Hey, Uno. 18.
They're going to go for this. It's Stroud. This is good. Down the sideline. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Again, Stroud. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. That one was intended for Travis Hunter. So second down coming up.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he can take the lid off the defense at any time.
Caught into the hands of Freiermuth. Touchdown, Jacksonville! The Jaguars have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Pat Freiermuth, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars will jump back to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Returning it from the 4. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They'll begin a new drive. 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Short pass caught by his tight end. He's going to get a few here. Brought down at the 33-yard line.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Attack, attack! Attack!
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
There's no question. The greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw when you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Got a lot behind this one. Down, wanting Rice, but it's intercepted. And the Jaguars get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Will make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Stride to throw on first down. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up second down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
They'll try it left with ETN. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs.
On the quick, right?
18, outside.
ETN again. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it. 4th and 3. Stroud's going to throw for it. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he's going to have this one down to the 37. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So that brings up second down.
Yellow. Hey, 57. Argo 80. 15, 15. Hey, 57, 57. Hey, color.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Shotgun snap, it's a give to Hunt. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Yellow.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Hey, yellow, hey, go gun. Easy.
And not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football coming up from Everett. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Yellow. What's up? 180. Here goes 15. Let's go.
To the air, Mahomes. He brings it in. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gain about 8, second down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the gun, it's Hunt. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it first and goal.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. But you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Going jumbo, set on this first and goal. Pacheco. Will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Here's a gift to Hunt. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs earn the chance to tie it before halftime. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on first and 10.
Here we go.
On play action, here's Stroud. He puts some juice on it. Big game downfield. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Complete out to the right side. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. From the red zone on first. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars get some late points and the lead. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Little tacks on the extra point. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. Showing a little burst so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. 48, O'Rourke with the pick.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Round throwing here on first. Hits him on the in route. And they bring him down after the player reaches the 26. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Their first pick of the game comes in an awfully big moment. Really, it just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Looking to throw. Jaguars watches the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our first half. Butker on now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Off the play action. Here's Stroud. And no place for him to go. The Chiefs take him down. It goes to the hurry-up offense here.
It's now 3rd and 13.
3rd and long for him here. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. The Jaguars into punt formation. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes now. Vacates quickly left side. He tucks it and takes off. Runs out. Mahomes fumbled it. But it looked like the Chiefs got this one back. Ooh, lucky break there, making that recovery. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. And if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next. That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive, putting into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like. It's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Hunt trying things up the gut. And he's down. It looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
No question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Another run for Hunt. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. On target to Worthy. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give the quarterback a chance.
Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
57 color, 57, come back! Hey, yellow, go gun. Yellow!
Third and short, here's Mahomes. He finds Worthy, complete. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Hey, 43, same thing.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll go with Hunt on the run. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Pacheco goes the wrong way. He's going to lose several here. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Now for back at the 7. Here's 3rd and goal. Thrown in motion right. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And that's a gain of 5, enough to put him in a spot where they might actually consider going for this now.
A 5-yard pickup brings up 4th down and goal.
Moving the offense out there, it's 4th and goal from the 1.
Yellow!
It's a designed run for him. And he runs it across, touchdown! The Chiefs start the second half with some needed points. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Washington now to return. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the fourth quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that third phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
And stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
All right.
Here's ETN on first down. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up second down.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now toss it to ETN. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
All right.
The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Gets this one to Fryermuth. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. They come through massive gain there on 4th down, give him 24 yards, and most importantly, that first down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Chiefs, 13-yard line.
Now give, it's ETN headed left. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
On the stop. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Hey, south.
They go right back to ETN. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run. ETN. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack. Exactly what he just did.
Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12.
Here we go. Hey, Uno Mars. Tony. Hey.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Jaguars in range for a game-winning score. Setting up, 2nd and goal.
Buggy. All right.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars jump in front late. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Pressure off left, and it's blocked. Ooh, and I think he envisioned this one going all the way back for 2, but they're able to track him down and limit the damage to just that blocked kick.
You know, it really does, Kate, when you see that point blocked, it just deflates. You feel it. The whole sideline gets deflated, but I'll tell you what else it does. It puts a little seed of doubt and thought into your kicker and your special teams, and you hate that. You really do. You want those guys playing with as much confidence as your offense and defense is. So making sure you get your kicker right and that special teams unit right, that's going to be hugely important here down the road.
And now hold on a minute, folks. There's an injured player in need of some attention. That's Juju Smith-Schuster, who they're looking at. Here's Hunt up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Back to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Looking to throw it. So this one on the defense. So they make the stop, but they do it with some illegal aid. The referees say there was interference that time.
This is why it is so hard to stop these offenses. It's hard enough to cover, right, obviously, without being penalized, but then you get a little bump, get a little push, and now you get a 3rd down conversion via penalty. Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Chiefs in the hurry up, trying to get everyone to the line.
And the first down, Chiefs.
15.
Setting up to pass. Trying to push deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And it's a touchdown in the final minute. He's in. And now an extra point will give him the lead and maybe the win. So it was touchdown or bust here on this drive, Brock. A field goal wouldn't have done it, but they get the score they needed, and now a critical extra point forthcoming.
And now what I love, the pressure shifts to the other sideline. They do have some time left on the clock, and remember, all they're going to need is a field goal to go out and steal this one in the end.
And he gets the extra point, and that kick gives them the 1-point lead right near the end of this game. Butker on now to kick this one away. Washington now to return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw it. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
18.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. Now he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
All the way across midfield before he's brought down. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. This one misses the tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing 3rd and long. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time.
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Leo Chanel makes the play. And the Chiefs make the play that should win them this game. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said, some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
Here's Mahomes on a designed run. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.